Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with episode, I don't know what it is to be honest, of the Gacha Mates podcast with me and Smack. Now, it's been a while. And basically the reason it's been a while is because I kept asking Smack to do a podcast. And he kept saying, nah, man, I'm too busy. I got this other stuff on. I want to work on this. Like, I'm more important than you. And then as soon as he gets himself into a little bit of hot water with his Temu sponsorship, he hits me up and goes, can we do a podcast and can you help me out? That is exactly the only reason we got a podcast going right now. And that's pretty much what's happened. But,
you're so full of shit, man.
No. So the reason it's been a while, we did take a week off and then we were meant to have Brax on and we'll get him on in probably next week's. It was literally within 2 hours of that whole creator experience server thing where they weren't let it, and Smack was just too heated.
Oh yeah.
So we kind of, and Brax was on TECTONE stream and all, and it was too messy. So we scrapped that one, and then after that it just got hectic with Easter and. I don't know. We got busy, but we'll get back into weekly podcasts.
It was sponsorship
it shouldn't be too
galore,
hard.
man. It was really was.
Dude, it was nuts.
Full disclosure, guys, it was sponsorship galore. Volkin started kicking butt with AFK Journey and all. Volkin has 18 channels. He started getting busy with all those endeavors, and before we knew it, we came into that. I guess that adversity of doing podcasts where you have to figure out how to manage the podcast time. We're supposed to be meeting every week on top of all the shit we're juggling with our day-to-day life. So it really was just, you know what? We'll put it on the shelf. We'll come back to it.
Yeah. So, and then obviously we I went to America, and the week before that, I'm like, dude, let's just wait. We'll do our America thing. And then, we'll get back into it after that. So for those that didn't notice, I didn't upload anything on my channel, but TECTONE had a few videos. Smack had a video. I went over to America for something not related to just catching up with the boys, but I was only spending 1 day in LA, and I was like, I ain't gonna do a 16-hour flight to spend 1 day and fly home. So I hit the boys up. I'm like, are you guys gonna be in Texas? So I flew out there. We spent probably 2.5 days was the extent of what I was there for. But dude, holy shit, that 2.5 days, I did more in that 2.5 days than I reckon I've done in the last 2.5 years. It was insane.
And you made a comment when we were over there. I have to bring the comment up because it was just so damn true. Volkin was like, mate, he said, I've done more in these 2.5 days than I've done in fucking Vegas trip.
Yes. Yes. My body felt like a Vegas trip, except we weren't even really drinking. No. It was just and it was lack of sleep as well.
It's TECTONE. That's one word.
Dude.
TECTONE, bro.
Dude.
I already put I feel that in my videos. I was like, Tech does not sit down. He's an Energizer bunny.
Yeah. Dude, it was insane. So basically what we did, so when I got into what I do, and we got a couple other things we're going to talk about in this one. I want to talk about the before we get into just reminiscing. I want to get the topics out. So we're also going to talk about Smack and his Temu sponsorship and what's going on there. A bit of drama on that one, and then also about the whole Robin shit. Holy crap! Anyway, that shit's all just funny to me. So we will talk about that. But I want to recap the trip because the trip was mad fun. And I flew into to Austin, and I think I got to TECTONE's house around 4 p.m. And then I met Leroy there. I met Pink quickly. She was streaming, and so me and Leroy chilled. TECTONE came down.
Great guy, by the way.
Dude, really. It's so funny with TECTONE. I feel like his energy levels are similar on stream to in person.
Yeah, nothing changed.
Yeah, very similar energy levels, but just less, more fun banter as opposed to his brutal banter that you get on the camera, because you don't have the interaction with other people on camera. If that's the way to explain it, I don't know.
No. As soon as you said it, immediate dialogue was popping into my head. If you want me to really put the nail on it, on camera, there's always some sort of conundrum or drama that he needs to address. But once you take that out of the equation and it's just life, all he has is just positive, loud energy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's that. That's what it is. On stream, it's okay, what bullshit do I got to address today? Off stream, it's just dude, what's going on, man? Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Dude. Yeah, man, let's do it. And I feel like that explains it perfectly, which is why he does. I've heard him many times that he has no problems in real life with anybody. It's just because he's just a happy fucking guy.
Yeah. Oh, dude. And like, and the cool thing was like, he was taking us out just to different people's houses with all his friends. We did karaoke on the first night, which ruined my voice and I couldn't speak for the rest of the trip.
Yeah.
The last night we went to someone's house and played that Mafia game, which was mad fun.
Yeah.
And it's just super casual, super chill, but also really enjoyable. And like the energy's just up the whole time, which was absolutely fantastic.
It brought back college memories for me. I know you said you didn't go to college, right?
No, I didn't. No, I jumped straight into a trade.
I would say college is pretty much the same shit as high school. Like, it brought back those memories where you were you were excited to go hang out with the boys.
At a party.
Yeah, man. Yep. And that was truly one hell of a experience for me because I don't do that anymore. And I'm sure you don't either, right? I guess maybe we have our boomer lifestyles going on.
Come on, mate. Are you kidding me? I get out all the time.
I got it. But that was crazy because I'm like, man, Tex, he's now officially in his 30s. But he's still living the lifestyle of hanging out with friends on a day-to-day basis. And that is just such a different dynamic for me. You know, speaking for myself, I'm not speaking for you, but I was like, dude, wow, I didn't even know this still happens, you know?
It was so funny because the place we were staying was at one of your clients' places, which was a nice ass house on the lake, which was amazing. But on the last day, we went out for lunch and it was... Who was all there? It was just us and Tech,
Leroy
plus partners. No, Leroy wasn't there.
Wait, when you say last day, because we did so much,
dude. When we went out for lunch before the hike.
Oh, we went to the pho bar. Yeah, Will showed up. My my girl and then James and his wife. Yeah, a lot of people showed up actually. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was basically just that crowd and then Tech, and we came out, and he's like. I feel like that is like just a normal lunch with normal people.
Yeah, the polar opposite experience.
I'm just not used to it. You know what I mean? Because like it was so funny because it was just like it was just so normal. Yeah. But his life is so that next level because you and me, like I said, like we just do family shit and
that's normal.
I don't do anything. Like I don't go out. I have no interest. No interest in going out or anything like that. But he's like always on. He goes, this is probably what a normal 30-year-old felt like. And it was so funny to me that interaction.
So he had the same experience as we had. He was on the other side of the fence.
It was nuts. But yeah, it was pretty cool. Like the first day, me and Tech went to the gym while we were waiting for you to get there.
Yeah.
Then you came,
apparently.
dude. Yeah, dude. To be honest, like the meals though, like I am not a food person. I don't know anything about food. Like if someone came to Australia, I'd be like, fuck, I don't know, I'll cook a steak or something. But yeah, he got all like we went out for every meal and holy shit, everything was good. That first night, as this guy's the first night, Smack's like, yeah, I'll be there in like 10 minutes or whatever it was. And we went to the place we were eating. And we're sitting there, and probably half an hour passed, and then Smack message going, "Yeah, I'll be about another 18 minutes." And like by this stage, I was starving because the last time I ate breakfast at the airport in LA. So I'm just like absolutely dying. We're all sitting there smelling the food.
They actually waited for me, even though I tried to tell them like eat without me, go ahead. They actually waited, which was really fucking like respect.
Well. No, that wasn't respect. It was because it was the type of place where they bring the meat out and cut it on your table, so everyone's got to be there, and it's like all you can eat.
Well, fuck me.
Otherwise, fuck you. We would have just eaten. Like, there's no way we were waiting if we didn't have to.
Well, fuck me, man.
But can I just say, holy shit! While we were sitting there, Tech was playing Cookie Run Kingdom.
Yep.
And in 5-10 pools, he got 3 copies of the banner character at a 0.3% drop.
Our general, yeah.
It was insane.
I don't know anything about the game. I just remember you guys talking about a lightning lord.
No, it was crazy. I don't play the game, but yeah, 0.3% drop rate, and you got 3 in 5-10 pools. That's pretty good rate. It was insane, but yeah, then that first night because we went to karaoke, and then we forgot that the dev live stream was in the morning, so I reckon we probably had like 4 hours,
dude, if that
sleep.
I went to bed at 2 a.m. So you had to be up at 5:15. Alarm clock was set, so 3 hours and 15 minutes, honestly. And then it was balls to walls from there on out, bro.
Yeah, dude, and that was pretty fun. Like you guys can find that VOD on TECTONE's channel, the dev live stream reaction, which was really good. Like that is the most enjoyment I've had in a dev live stream ever, because normally I just sit here, I just try and take down the keynotes, make a quick video, then go to bed, because normally it's like 11 p.m. my time when it happens. But that was just a really fun way to do content, and I feel like that made me realize like the whole concept of like streamer houses living near each other.
Yes.
Because the aura of being in the room with people,
magical, bro. Is just like empowering.
It's incomparable to online. Like online's good.
You don't care so much about like the camera. You're just like you're in the moment type of ordeal. You know what I mean? And that's special. It's hard to do when you don't have your boys around. When your boys are not around, then you're purely in content creator mode. We weren't in content creator mode. We were just in let's have a good fucking time mode. You know what I mean? And that's important.
Oh yeah. And the big thing for us was like we were both like technically on holidays. Like I'm in another country. You've driven 3 hours to be up there. You were staying in a different place. You don't have all your regular routine shit to worry about. It's just completely enjoyable. But yeah, that was pretty funny. That was super enjoyable. I dude, just so dude, just the Robin stuff with Mr. Pokey and stuff, it was just hilarious. And then when someone sent me the clips from Mr. Pokey's stream, it was real good fun. That stuff.
He's got one hell of a clip guy. That dude's on it. He's on it. Like anything that's going on, he's capturing it, putting it up immediately, even if it's at the expense of roasting Mr. Pokey. And I think that's the type of clip person everybody wants.
That's what you need. Yeah,
absolutely. Which is really freaking awesome. But I want to piggyback on what you said. That doing that live stream was such a huge like reminder of the perks of being by friends. More importantly, being by friends in the content creator space. That is such a gift from God. You know, it's like I think that's what's crazy about it. We've only ever seen each other online, and it's almost like impossible to connect with creators in IRL. The fact that we're able to connect IRL and do a live stream collab together is it's insane to me, especially considering that although I only uploaded one video that entire time, we were working the entire time. You know, we may not have been working on our channels, but we were putting in work the whole time, man.
I'm getting ready to send TECTONE the bill for that work, but yeah, I gotta invoice that shit.
Was slick, bro.
So I mean, at the end of the day, like I still upload videos on my other channels, just like random videos, but then the thing after that, one of the coolest things was after we did that dev live stream, we went and grabbed some breakfast, and then we went to the OTK studios. Oh man,
that was sick, bro.
To record that podcast. That was really cool. Yeah. And like the amount of production value in the Steak and Eggs podcast in that set where they have it was ridiculous. Like that was insane.
I never understood the perk of joining an organization until I saw that. And then I was like, oh, there's a perk right there. That must be nice. You know what I mean?
but you need a good organization.
No, of course. Like, it's just like
that's the catch.
Obviously, an establishment such as that though is collectively invested into by the organization, which is huge. Yep. I mean, guys, the fucking studio was lit. It was so cool. It reminded me of like going on set. Have you ever seen the show Friends, Volkin?
Yeah.
Or any show, guys. You think of any show. Just imagine actually going into the house that they shoot the majority of their stuff in. Like, because I watch Steak and Eggs all the time. So when I went in there and I saw it was a set, I was like, my jaw dropped. I was actually one of those gullible fuckers that thought the set was like maybe at Aspen's house or something. House. So when I saw it, I said, oh, no, my dreams, bro.
Yeah. Even the way they do the artificial sunlight through the windows was crazy.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
It was an awesome setup. And then, and then after that, like I was feeling, because we had no sleep and I was feeling good when we were leaving that. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm good. You guys went out. I went back in for a piss, came out, couldn't find you guys. You dragged me into the other factory
right next
where
door.
TECTONE was shooting an ad.
Commercial.
He was doing an ad, which was funny to watch them do the commercial. Like it was hilarious. But dude, like sitting down for half an hour, I got absolutely drained.
Same.
Like the life just went. It was all over.
From both of us, bro. Like it was just like that moment where you're forced to sit down and recognize that you're tired. And acknowledge that you're tired because you got so much brain stimulation going on from the podcast to the breakfast to the live stream. Then finally you have this moment where you just have to sit and wait. And then your brain's like, all right, brother, I'm gonna go ahead and tap you on the shoulder and let you know that's wraps. I was so done with that day. Like you could have been like, we'll see you tomorrow, and I'd be like, all right, cool, man, I'm going home. Which, to be fair, guys, that's me at like after like I don't know like about Volkin, but after like 2 p.m. I'm ready for my midday nap, and if I don't get my midday nap, I'm just one grumpy son of a bitch.
Yeah, no, I don't nap at all. So yeah, no, I was just wrecked though. I just needed it. So we went back to the place we were staying at, you, me, TECTONE, and Leroux, and we all just basically fell asleep for about 2 hours.
Wait, real quick though, context. Tech tried to convince us to take a 10-minute nap, by the way. This is how much of an energizer bunny this fucker is. And I looked him square in the eyes and said, Tech, I need at least a fucking hour, bro. All right, this 10-minute shit ain't gonna cut it. He was like, all right, man, go ahead, dude.
It's so true. Yeah. So we basically wiped out. Then we got up and we went for some sushi. And that was good sushi as well. I only ate light because I was thinking, it's like 4 p.m. I'm going to have dinner later. I'm not going to eat too much. I should have just gone heavy on the meal. But the funny thing is, after the sushi, we were going to the gym.
Oh shit! And here we go.
Here's the gym one. So we were heading to the gym, and Smack's like, I got to drop the girl off back at the place. I'll meet you guys there. And we're like, yeah. And as he said that, I said, Smack, listen, if you're cooked, mate, we can just go to the gym. We can meet you afterwards. He goes, no, I'm coming. But we're like, okay. So me and Tech, we went to the gym. We just sat in the waiting area. I called the kids and had a bit of a chat and all that stuff. And then Smack hits us up with the message of, I'm wrecked. I'm just going to, I'll catch you guys after. So then TECTONE responded with coward in the chat. And then we proceeded to just put our phones away in the locker, and we just went and jumped in the jacuzzi or the spa or whatever you want to call it. And we just had a nice chill time, got out, had a shower, got all cleaned up, just feeling fresh.
It may have been 30 minutes that went
Smack's
by.
not coming. Yeah, we were not stressed. And then Tech checks his phone. And then Smack's like, I'm outside. So Smack got absolutely baited by the coward call. He's the kind of guy that if you said, you won't do that, you're too weak, he's 100% going to do it. So then Smack's there. God. Me and Tech are feeling all relaxed and shit. And now Smack's there for a gym sesh. So then after we've had our jacuzzi, sauna, whatever you want to call it, and then we've gone in and had a shower. We're all cleaned up. Now we're going in to go ahead and do some lifting. This is like 7, 8 p.m., something like that. So we're like, all right. So we went in. We did I'm gonna say it was a pretty laid back leg session. Yeah. Which was good because I was still sore on the plane 2 days later from that.
Well, I listened. I train people for a living, and if you tell me I don't want to really do that many legs, then I'm going to prescribe the workout to that expectation. So we ended up doing partial legs, partial upper body.
Yeah. It was a crazy because I'm just like in this mode of I don't want to fucking destroy my legs for the plane flight because if I don't have a spare seat next to me, my legs are cramped. Yep. I'm gonna be dead.
And he's a big fucker, guys, a big 6'5" fucker. So it makes sense.
So then we finished up there. And what did we do after that? Oh, that was the chill night. That's the night we went back to our place and we recorded the video for your channel and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And sat there and had a chat. That was actually a nice night.
It was the same.
That was a nice night.
Yeah, same energy as the live stream. Like, don't even care about like keeping up like professionalism or anything like that. You just really just shooting this shit with the boys. And I ended up getting, I want to say, almost 100% positivity on that video. Like, people really loved the engagement, the genuine feel of energy between me, you, and TECTONE. It was great. I don't know if you looked at it.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I loved it. And like I said, it's completely different in person once you've met people and because like I used to always tell you like my life with my mates is just everyone takes the piss out of everyone all the time. Nothing is serious and it's just all fun.
Correct.
And it's not till you're in person that you get to like really just ease up and then have that type of interaction because online it's always just a little bit different.
Yeah, it's a little bit enhanced from a text message conversation online. You never really can have a true like personality convo. I get what you're saying, but continue on.
Yeah, so that was fun, and so that was actually really cool. Like you had your shit mic because Tech's like, we can just go back to my place and do this, and Smack's like, no, I've got my Go kit because I always talk about how like I go camping and stuff, and I still make videos while I'm away, so I've got like my mic and everything. And you bought your new PC, had your whole setup. You're like, no, I want to test it. The problem is you just got to get a better mic.
Yeah,
because
man.
But I feel like that added to the
that's what somebody
just
said.
The value of it.
That's what somebody said. They said the mic quality actually made it more genuine.
And I'll in the description of this one, I'll leave a link to every one of TECTONE's videos we made over there, and Smack's video as well, so you guys can go catch up on it, because it was really fun stuff, and it's the most casual, enjoyable content I reckon I've ever made. Just chilling out like that. So we did that. Smack was making us some whiskeys. We ordered some pizza. It was a pretty chill night, and that was good because we needed that one. So I was gonna go to bed. that was funny. Yeah, the whiskeys. So that was funny too, because that night I'm like, nah, I'm gonna get a good sleep tonight. So I was like, I'm going to bed. I don't know if it was that night or the other. Yeah. And then I went to bed, and then I jumped on my phone, and because like I'm sweating hard on the AFK journey content at the moment, and MTash has got a channel there as well.
It's you and MTash are pretty much the biggest creators, right?
Views wise, yeah, at the moment.
So I'm just explaining that context of what you're about to say. It's fucking funny.
Yeah, so I go to bed, I look at my phone, I'm like, fuck, MTash has uploaded like 3 videos since my last video. I'm like, nah, boys, I'm going to the other fucking room and I'm making some videos. So like my planned like big night sleep turned into about a 5.5 to 6 hours sleep, because I was up like another 2-3 hours making content at like midnight, 1 o'clock, and I was like, oh fuck.
You had bad timing all around. Like our internet was shit at the property, guys, which was unfortunate. Volkin's used to it because it's Australian shit internet, but still, it's an L because I told him it was gonna be straight and it wasn't. Then which I'm skipping ahead and getting ahead of myself. On the last day, bro couldn't upload his content that he wanted to because he was waiting on a deadline. Like, just bad timing all around for you, man.
That was funny. That was funny. On the last day, we'll jump forward a bit here and then we'll go back. Yeah. But the last night, we were on our way home. It was like 1 o'clock. My alarm was set for 5 o'clock to get the Uber to the airport.
1 a.m., guys, not 1 p.m.
And I wanted to make a video because I knew they were uploading some news and I wanted to cover the news. I'm like, nah, I'm just too wrecked. I need to get this sleep. Anyway, I fell asleep. I naturally woke up at 4:30, so 3.5 hours sleep. The news was up. I got no voice because my voice is fucked from karaoke. I've got sleep voice on top of no voice, and I'm trying to talk quiet in my little room in the house with everyone.
With the stress of having to get to the airport as well.
So I literally got up. I made this video for AFK Journey. It's the funniest video. It's like, it sounds so horrible. No face cam because I didn't have time to set anything up. It's just me sitting in the dark like this with my mic. And so I recorded that video, started the upload, jumped in the shower, got dressed, and I was out 2 minutes before the Uber was meant to get there. I was like, that was clutch timing.
There's no way I could have done that. I'm serious. I would have been so fucking stressed with all those variables that I'd have just been like, oh, fuck it, man. I'll just do it when I get back. But it was so important that you did it right then and there because of your travel window. You'd have just been fucked, or you'd have just been having to make a video at the airport.
No, I couldn't do it at the airport either because I was just like, nah, this is my only chance, and then I'm not gonna have a window for another like 30 hours to do anything. I'm like, yeah, let's just get it done. It was pretty shit quality, but hey, it is what it is. When it's news, you just gotta get it out.
Yeah,
But yeah, so after that night where we had like the 5.5, 6 hours sleep, that was the good revitalization.
Mm-hmm.
That one was good. And then because that morning we got up and we just had a chill morning till about midday because everyone was pretty cooked. So we just sat down, played some games, and just chilled. And then Tech's like, yeah, we'll do a gym stream at midday. So then we're waiting until midday. We're about to go, and then Tech message going, "Oh, can we push it back an hour? I'm too tired," or whatever he said. So then I had the genius idea of replying to his earlier comment from the day before, where he called Smack a coward in the group chat, and I just put the up arrow replying to that. But it doesn't work on TECTONE. You call him a coward, he's like, "Yep."
Still delayed it an hour.
Yeah, still just pushed it back. So then, we did the gym live stream. That was a different experience.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Going to the gym and all that sort of stuff.
Good energy all around. Both of you guys had tremendous work ethic. Volk's way fucking stronger than anybody thought he was, which was awesome.
And then the funny thing was, like, I'd never thought about it, but because it's like a streaming gym,
Oh my
Like
god, dude.
all the people that always try and fit into the background. It's
man.
like it's so weird.
You know what's funny is was completely oblivious to it. You already know. Volk discovered one of my things I love to do is I like to watch.
I didn't know. TECTONE told me afterwards.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So you're oblivious to it too. I like to go back and watch the podcast. I'll go back and watch anything just to see like any funny moments I may have missed out on or didn't see. And when I was back watching it, dude, these little cringe ass high school pencil dick kids were in the back constantly fishing for attention. Oh, it was so annoying. And I didn't notice it when I was there, but like they were clout chasing so hard with their little 5 minutes of Twitch stream fame that I was like, I couldn't even finish the stream because I was like, oh my god, I keep saying this kid's gonna really fucking tilt me, bro. Like, bro, work out. What are you doing? And then Tech made that comment that he was like, oh, dude, when you stream here, people show up just so they can be in the stream. But
which is ridiculous to me, but yeah, that was interesting. But that was a really good workout. So that like and I was so cooked the next day on the plane because like my chest was cooked from that day and my legs started getting sore from the day before, and I'm just like, oh shit, this is gonna be a long day.
I mean, that was the point, man.
100%. So we did that. Then we went out for some lunch, and then we went for a hike, which was really nice. In through all these like rivers and stuff. A really nice little hike, which is this, and that's where I said with Tech, it was like really cool because you do all these different things, but then you do it like a nice casual hike, and all of it is just as enjoyable as the rest of it.
Absolutely. It just goes. I think it just goes to show that Tech is a true Austin native. Bro knows where everything is.
100%. And then after that, we dipped out and we went to like an arcade. Like think of, dude, I don't know what your arcades are called out there, but an arcade with a bar at it.
I'll help you guys. Anybody who's in the America, it's the equivalent of Dave & Buster's. Like Houston, Texas, it's Dave & Buster's, but the Austin version. And by the Austin version, it's much nicer. Dave & Buster's a little bit like kind of outdated down here, but in Austin, it's all fucking a little bit more fancy.
Yeah, and that was really cool. That was just fun. Holy shit, Tech is good at air hockey.
Yeah.
Demolished both of us.
Bro had a straight shot, man. A killer straight shot. Go ahead, Volk.
Because Smack got there a little bit later, and he came up as I lost to Tech for, what was it, 4-7? Yeah. And then you're talking shit. You play him, you lose 3-7. Fucking greatest moment of my life. That was so satisfying. I scored
like 3 points on my fucking self though, man.
That it's just got to be better. There's nothing else to it. Like,
bro, Tech fucking lives there, bro. He's played air hockey 18 million times. No, I'm just kidding,
dude. I don't know how you get that accurate in air hockey. No, I completely agree. Insane.
Guys, he would do a straight shot straight down the middle, and he'd look you square in the eyes while he was doing it. And when it was game point, he'd say, "Like, comment, and subscribe, guys."
Dude, it was fucked. So I don't know. Did he score that point when he said it against you?
Yeah, he did.
Because when he was playing me, like it was the first time I've seen him play. Like no one else had played.
Yeah.
And he's like on 6 going for 7 for the win. And he's like, now don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And he just goes boom, and it goes straight in on it. It's bullshit. It was so bad, man. Oh.
And he not only waxed our ass today, he waxed our ass in that stupid ass buckshot game, a while where you hunt the deers and shit. And the wildebeest. Buck hunter,
yeah. Yeah.
And he beat me in fucking basketball, bro. He even beat me in my own shit.
Yeah. You just lost a lot.
I was taking L's all around, bro. I know Tech goes to that arcade 87 times a year, bro.
And dude, honestly, one of like the most enjoyable things on that trip for me was when we left there. And I was ready to go to bed after that because I'm like, I'm not going to get any sleep.
Yeah.
Which turned out to be true. I got 3.5 hours sleep that night. But I'm so glad we went and did it. Was the Mafia night.
Oh yeah, that was cool because I'm gonna totally play that with my friends now.
Yeah, that was so fun. So for those who don't know what Mafia is, it's when a bunch of you get around, you sit around, people get allocated whether you're a civilian or a Mafia. There's all these different other roles. Yeah. Everyone puts their head down. The Mafia get their head up. They kill someone. Then you've got it's basically Among Us, but IRL. And it was such a fun experience. Now, I'm not going to say anyone else that was there, but Tech took the hosting role, and holy shit, he did that so well. It's like the energy.
Yeah, you immediately see why he's good at streaming. It's like, oh shit, this motherfucker's made for streaming.
Yeah, like that's just him in real life trying to host a game of this, which was mad fun. But it's just one of those things, like when you get around there, and like we basically didn't know anyone.
Yeah.
but like I just had really good conversations with a bunch of people.
Heartwarming.
You just felt really welcomed straight away, and like in the game, it's just a ton of fun, and just a good way to get around people, and have a good bit of banter and stuff.
Yeah.
Because then you start accusing people. Because I missed the whole Among Us wave. Like I didn't get in that.
Same.
But like this is like I get why that would be a fun game online, but I feel like in person, everything just gets amplified that bit more. So I was so rapt we went to that. That was just a hell of a lot of fun.
It was really unfortunate the second time we actually got some rolls where we could have done something and then we just got bad luck. We just had shit luck, got shot.
Dude, we in the second game, there was two people that got lovers, and it was me and Smack that got it. But if one of us died, the other one died. And there was someone that was the sheriff. Now, if the sheriff killed a mafia, the mafia's dead.
Yeah.
If the sheriff killed a civilian, the civilian and the sheriff are dead. So round one, we get lovers.
One, guys.
The sheriff, he had it in for me because I had it in for him the game before, and he just shot me. So me smacking him are out round one, and that was it.
I just died by default. Nothing I can do about it, bro.
Yeah. So it was that was really good fun, and then we basically said goodbye to Tech, and we head home and. Holy shit, what was that, like 1:30?
Yeah, 1:30. That shit was funny, though, because when that happened on round one, Tech, as the host, he always has to call out what occurs. And he was like, all right, guys, so this apparently is the dumbest fucking Mafia game of all time. And the sheriff just made the stupidest fucking decision and killed the lovers. He turns to me and he's like, I'm sorry, man. This is fucking bad luck.
Yeah, dude. And that was a hell of a lot of fun, and then that's pretty much that was pretty much the end of the trip. Like I said, I was only there for 2.5 days, but holy shit, it was great fun, and just like that's just one of those really awesome experiences of. I've done this once before, back when, like, before content or anything like that, when I was playing WoW a lot. I was playing with some mates from school and stuff like that, and, one of the guys that was in our guild, he was from another state in Australia, and, you become real friends, and then I remember going on a holiday to meet him, bringing the missus up, and like, that's when you meet that guy, and just those interactions of relationships you build online, meeting them in person is insane. Now, obviously, be cautious. If you can't read people, be cautious of it, because that's how fucked up shit can happen as well with meeting online people.
You're absolutely
in
right.
real life.
In fact, Volkin, we very well could have not connected, meshed, and things could have went sour. You know what I mean? I think that is actually important to establish to people. It was just a blessing that me, Volkin, and Tech clicked, but you could very well not click. It could very well not be what you expect, and then now you're stuck here with somebody you don't even like. So it was awesome that all three of us had. I mean, we're all same age too, so I guess that plays a role in it. But that is worth mentioning as like, hey, don't just think you're gonna meet up and things are gonna be fucking sunshine and rainbows.
Dude, it would have been fun to like reflect on it if it was shit like we both just hated TECTONE. Yeah. Dude, that would have been good content. That would have got views, but fuck.
That would have been crazy. But I want to give big thanks to Tech, because like that's a big part of the fun. You're going to the location of one of the creators. And that means a big amount of pressure does fall on that one person to host and make sure everybody's having a good time. And that's why not only was bro a master at the Mafia as a host, but he was a master at hosting us, period, in Austin, and saying we're gonna have a great time. And he kept mentioning, I want to make the most memories that we can with the time that we have available. And that's so fucking important, because often at times you're doing so much shit, boom, 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 you're tired. And the first thing you think is, I want to go home. But Tech's like, no, listen, man, let's just go do this one more thing. He was still trying to do more in that little window. What else was he trying? The escape room. He wanted to do the escape room. We didn't even do it.
That's right. Yeah.
That shit's funny.
No, that was... And like at the end, I'm like, yeah, you guys should come to Australia. In the back of my head, I'm like, don't come to Australia. I can't fucking host like this. I'm like,
bro, raise the bar.
Yeah, it was next level. But that was pretty much the entirety of the trip. And dude, then I spent about 12 hours at LA airport just waiting to fly home, and then that was the end of it for me.
Wait, what happened with that,
it was
though, Volk? Because I remember when I checked in, you said I haven't even left LA yet. Dude, that was a massive window. Yeah,
so my flight to LA from Texas was at like 7:30 in the morning, which was 7:30 Texas, which was actually 5:30 LA time.
Okay.
So I moved back 2 hours when I got to LA. And then my flight leaving LA wasn't until 8:50 p.m., which would have been like 10:50 p.m. Texas time.
Shit. Okay, there you go.
But yeah, I was really lucky. One of the dudes that plays AFK Journey, like I told him I was going to be there. So he drove to the airport, parked at the airport and came and had lunch when we just sat and chatted for about 3 hours.
That's awesome,
Yeah,
bro.
so that was amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like, and that passed the time. And then I was lucky the airline opened up early bag checkage, so I could check my bags, go to the waiting lounge and just chill. So
Yeah.
that was pretty much what went on with there. But yeah, it was super cool. Is there anything else you wanted to touch on from the trip?
No, I think we did a pretty damn good job covering pretty much everything, man. Yeah.
Yeah,
No, good.
Oh, the only other thing was, it was so funny. I meet TECTONE. He's like, let's go to the gym. This is on the first day, like the first few hours. We're driving to the gym. He turns the first corner out of his street. Cops pull him over.
Oh,
It was so funny because then
we never explained the punchline of that story on my video either. We fucking got like ADHD.
Yeah, so basically he started, you like you do, like if you ever get in trouble like that, or the cops, like you just got to be over
Positive.
nice and complimenting and positive and offer extra that they don't ask.
Glaze
Like
the
it's
fuck
just the
out
best
of
way to.
them.
He glazed super well, and then he's like, oh, he mentioned his agent because his license was like way out of date, and he's like, oh, I'll get my agent on. So he's like, oh, what do you do? And he's like, I try and help people with their gambling addictions online. And he went through this whole story, and I'm like, listen, Tech, technically you could lean into that, but holy shit, that was the greatest tangent you could have gone into. And then the cop starts talking about his gambling and how he only sets aside a certain amount, in Vegas, and it was so funny. He just basically made friends with the officer instantly and then just got off everything. It was fantastic. And all he got pulled over for was not fully stopping at a stoplight. It was hilarious.
Dude, that's like ultimate improvisation of deception. That is spectacular performance, bro.
Oh, it was so funny, but that is the recap. Where do we go? We went about 40 minutes on that. I feel like we nailed the summary of what we did.
We did, man.
Like I said, it was a lot. It was a lot of activity with not much sleep, but holy fuck, I enjoyed every minute of it.
I absolutely couldn't agree more. And it's insane that that Tech was it still blows my mind that Tech was trying to do more within that time window.
Yes, 100%. So let's jump on to the next topic.
Yeah, you want to get
Which one do you want to start with? I want to get into the Robin and the Temu stuff.
We can go ahead and you can just go ahead and address the Temu stuff. In fact, I would just like to hear your thoughts on the Temu shit before I even go into it myself.
Okay.
Hell, I'll just piggyback off whatever you say since I just covered it today.
So what happened was there's a website called Temu where you can buy cheap shit essentially.
Yeah.
I didn't know anything about it. I saw a community post from Smack where he was people having to go at him about the sponsorship.
Yeah.
I still had no idea. Then, and I didn't look into it. I was too busy. I didn't look into it at all. Then the kids got home from school and the missus gave them some some new shoes and slippers and stuff like that. She just got some stuff around their home. And I was like, oh, those are pretty good. And she's like, have you heard of Temu? And I'm like, I heard about it about 4 hours ago from a social post from Smack. And I was like, no way. And then
what are the odds, bro? Like, that's crazy.
Dude, it was nuts.
That's insane.
So she got these cool slippers for the kids for like $4. I was like, what a bargain. Anyway, so I didn't realize, and I'm sure you didn't realize.
My entire point of view of what I was trying to tell these fucking idiots, and he's not advocating it to help me out. He's just telling the truth. He's just telling it the way it went.
It was the funniest thing. So then I looked it up, and I'm like, Nicole, you might want to uninstall that. Smack's been promoting it, and it's putting malware on us, and it's going to steal all our bank details and drain all our bank accounts. So you might want to move on from that. But yeah, so you got into a bit of give us the recap on what happened with you because I still don't fully understand it.
It's okay. So the post I put the ad inside of my boot hill analysis video because I came back after the trip. We didn't get shit done. So the first thing I said when I got back was I'm going to do my boot hill, first impression, and then I'm going to do my Robin first impression. Boot hill, I ended up putting the ad inside of there, and I was just waiting on the approval. And then once I got the approval, uploaded it, and I was like, all right, boom, that's out the way. Got one more video to knock out, the AFK Journey video, and then I'm fucking square with everything, which was nice. before I know it, a lot of people are leaving their comments talking about Boot Hill, but then I start seeing the negative publicity and feedback about the Temu ad. And it was really about maybe, honestly, literally several people, not several as the form of speech, but actually like maybe 7 different people. 7 different people said something along the lines of, I'm so disappointed in you. I can't believe you're doing a sponsorship for Temu. Oh, I can't support you after seeing this. I'm out. Sorry, Smack, but this is just unbelievable. Oh, wow. This guy really, this motherfucker really took a Temu sponsorship. Damn. What a sellout. And I'm sitting here like in my mind, I'm like, wait, what the fuck? What did I miss? Wait, what? And then so like I'm taken aback by that. And then I never even look at the negative PR of the website because I don't need to. Because then the rest of the comment section starts coming in and saying, oh, yeah, they have spyware. Oh, they have child labor. And they just start throwing out all this negative hearsay shit without sourcing anything. And then they make the argument where you can't source anything on YouTube. Well, you can source it. I can see it in my comments before I fucking approve it. But regardless, y'all didn't even attempt to do that, nor did you even try to explain where you saw this at. You know what I mean? I'm just, at this point, it's just, I'm getting bombarded with all this negative shit about Temu. So I go and I make a post, and the post pretty much tells, like, you know me, Volk. It pretty much says, go fuck yourself if you have a problem with me promoting this product. Everything that I promoted in the ad is shit that I used. Volk, did you not see me go to Austin and talk about, I got this backpack from Temu and this wallet? I literally, this is before all the drama, guys. I literally went to Austin and he's for me too. Go ahead.
Yeah, and by the way, that wallet, I know it well because I picked it up about 15 times for him because he is the most forgetful person you've ever met. Like, we're at the gym.
That's true.
And like, he'll just leave everything where we are, move on to the next thing. I'll be like, you're going to get this. Like,
it's
every 10 seconds, he's leaving something behind. It's so bad.
It's ADHD, bro. Yeah, guys, as a fitness professional, I am the most forgetful motherfucker all the time. My clients say, hey, Smack, you left a wallet over there. You left your phone over there, water bottle. And so he's completely right about that. But not getting off topic with the tangent, I was just getting a bunch of negative PR. So I pretty much said, man, listen, I'm square. I don't think I've ever did anything in the tenure of my fucking like history as a content creator to lead y'all to believe I'm not honest. I'm an honest person. I have no reason to lie. So of course, I took offense to people telling me I'm a sellout and that, you know, they're unbelievable in me. From where I stand, I was never given a single reason to think this website was doing some illegal shit, was sketch or anything of the sort. The only thing that happened, and I told them about this, I think I did, was I ordered some clothes from them and the clothes were dog shit. And because the clothes were dog shit, I didn't promote it in the app because you're not allowed to talk about ads in a bad way. So all I
sponsorship.
So all I said was, in fact, they tried to get me to talk about that stuff. They were like, yeah, here's links to this. Make sure you touch up on everything. I just didn't touch up on it because I was like, I'm not about to tell them to buy this shit. This is garbage. I'm sorry. It just doesn't fit comfortably. Some of the things like were like kind of broken on it, just shit quality. So I left it out and I only promoted the things that were good quality to me. I think that's fair game. But at the end of the day, it was time stamped. You could skip past the ad. It's up to you on whether you want to make these purchases or not. I am taking a sponsorship, getting a bag, and doing my job. You don't shoot the fucking messenger at this particular point. Now, then we get into the muddy waters, Volk, and we've had these conversations off screen many a times where people think they have the right to judge somebody for doing certain things like investing into crypto or playing a gacha game or telling your chat on stream to donate $5 if they want a chance at winning something. All these things get into a particular situation where it can come off as manipulative, where it can come off as taking advantage of people. So at the end of the day, we're all doing something in our day-to-day life that is advocating or supporting some company or entity in some way, shape, or form that is actually a bad thing. And so it's crazy to me that people think they can get on their high horse all of a sudden and judge me for taking a fucking sponsorship that you can very well just skip through or leave your feedback on what you think is right or wrong without fucking shooting me. Because you shoot me, I'm coming back with 2 guns every single time. Yeah. And that's how it happened, Volk. But I would love if you have anything to say to me. I'll take it constructively because I respect you. But yeah, that's pretty much what happened.
Yeah. So see, this is the way I approach sponsorships. I basically avoid most things except for games, except for gotcha games.
Yeah.
Because that's That's the channel I'm in. Like that's what I do.
Yeah.
And like and I know a lot of people have issue with Raid Shadow Legends, but my thing is, if you want to have a go with me for Raid Shadow Legends, I don't really care, because at the end of the day, that game is actually quite solid, and it's actually been in service longer than a lot of games that you've probably been okay with sponsorships that the games have then shut down and given no refunds to players. So it's one of those interesting ones where there's also that social dynamic of, because Raid was like the first one to promote to non-gotcha channels, it became like that scummy game that everyone knew as the scummy game, when in reality all gotcha games are just as scummy as each other. But because it's got that stigma, people like to jump on that bandwagon.
Yeah, pick and choose.
And the thing with the Temu, now I haven't done research on Temu, I don't know, but I have seen that stuff where people like don't install a Netmarble game because they have malware. Don't install tap. That, like, there's so many different things that everyone says it, and it just becomes a blur. And listen,
like, already,
I'm not gonna. At the end of the day, I'm not going to go in and dive deep into everything and verify that everything, like, because I don't have the technological knowledge to actually do that myself. You're just relying on what other people say. So, I mean, at the end of the day, if you're sus on something, just don't touch it, is essentially the idea. But
the other thing I would like to say, most fucking importantly, to these dumb motherfuckers, and I know you don't like name calling, but I do. I asked real life people, because that's the best tangible evidence you can have, if they found any issues with the website. Most they said is the quality was quite cheap, but I got my stuff just fine, which affirms that that's not a scam. He just admitted that his wife got some shoes for his kids. You could talk.
It was so funny.
You could talk to I'm sure thousands of people who shop on this website and receive their stuff just fine. And when people say, oh, the customer service is poor, that, oh, it's a scam, these are generally dumb motherfuckers who bought a product they weren't happy with, and they have a malicious mindset, and they say scam because they don't actually technically know what a scam really means, or they're doing it intently to create bad PR for the website because they weren't satisfied with the purchase, or maybe they weren't satisfied with the service based off of how they went about the whole ordeal. But all of this, none of this actually correlates to any tangible evidence whatsoever that the place is a scam. So, like, the bad rep shit, like, Volk, I don't know about you, I could never let that, like, dictate what sponsorships I'm going to accept. At the end of the day, I think you know already, I'm a bull, bro. If you give me shit, you better come equipped, because if you don't, I'm going to cook the fuck out you and monetize it. So, it's really annoying, man.
Yeah, see, like I said, I'm on the other side of it. Like, something that I know well and I can defend, like, any gotcha game sponsorship I do, like, boys, I always say, like, I play everything free to play. Yep. Like, so if someone wants to have a go at me for a sponsorship on a gotcha game, I just genuinely give no fucks. Yeah. I just avoid everything else because of that idea that maybe there is an issue with it, and I don't want to be the responsible person. That's just like mind. Like, I don't do VPNs because I'm like, fuck, you know, I'll probably fucking promote Nord and then they'll get caught out for fucking leaking everyone's information. I'm like, nah, I'm just fucking steering clear of that. But yeah, it's just a matter of I can't be bothered putting the effort in to check stuff, and I'd just rather stick to gotcha games. If a gotcha game shuts down, a million of them do anyway. You can play them free to play, and that's how I recommend to play, so it doesn't really stress me too much. But yeah, that was funny. I couldn't believe, like, that whole thing was just hilarious to me, because I saw that community post from you, and then my missus goes, "Have you heard of Temu?" And I'm like, no fucking way.
The ultimate proof, though, to support my argument, man. I will say, though, did you see my other post?
No, I only saw one.
I put out another post, and I was like, because these people kept throwing this shit at me, where I was telling them, I was like, if you're going to complain about this, then throw away all your technological devices, because all of them belong to Apple, Microsoft, or a Samsung. And let me tell you something, all of them have child labor, all of them have very shady business ethics in order to give you the products you're using. I said, so you can just throw that shit away. And then they started hitting me with, oh, that's whataboutism. That's whataboutism. You're changing it and moving the goalposts and changing the argument in order to not accept accountability. I put out a post and I go, hey, guys, after careful consideration of pondering on your argument of whataboutism, I've changed my perspective to, what about these balls in your mouth? And I put a giggle. I put like this face of me like this.
That is
and
great.
You know they're pissed off. Volk, I shit you not, I've lost hundreds of subs, but my my subscriber number has not moved, which means as they're unsubscribing, more people are subscribing. So yeah, it's like hilarious, man.
See, and this is where it's interesting. And when we get into the next topic, which is the Robin thing, this like firmly cements my thoughts on what I do. But you always say like, you like doing this stuff because you like to, give some wisdom, help raise people
Common
essentially.
sense, certain things like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So my problem, and for me, on a macro sense, like on a large scale, I'm very I don't give a fuck about you.
Yes.
Like about an individual person. Once we're in a one-on-one, even if
There's
it's a
nothing wrong with
viewer
that.
who DMs me on Discord, then I am the complete opposite. I'm doing everything I can. I want to help you. But when you're talking about the generalized or everyone, it's like, no, you just got to harden up.
You're practical.
And so, because like, I mean, I'm supposed to care deeply about every individual person in the world who I have never met. Like a person doesn't have that capacity.
Yeah.
So when you say you want to like help people and stuff, especially when we get onto the Robin one, I'm just like, bro, if these guys have like this much of a cooked brain, they're beyond help. There's no fucking point.
That's not me
like,
though. I'm not trying to help them. I'm trying to. There are a lot of people who have eyes on these subject matters, and they're easily swayed. These are the people I'm trying to feed the common sense into, because if I don't, then maybe they believe that that's a okay thing. It's like the narrative. If you don't say something, the narrative will sway this way or it will sway that way. So it's like, I am a big believer in sharing an opinion that has good substance and common sense tied into it, because there are eyes on the subject matter that are being influenced, and they can tilt towards the negative fucking perspective, or they can tilt towards a more positive perspective. That is why I do what I do. Because if you don't, like I've said this a million, you've heard it, I sound like a broken record. They will go to that other side and become a dumb fuck. It's like you're trying to save them from converting to being a dumbass. That's basically it. It's not the people who are beyond saving. I know they're beyond saving, and they're just going to get pissed off and get even more tilted. But there are some people who are listening, and they are willing to change their perspective if only somebody's like tactful enough to do so.
All right, so give us the rundown on the Robin shit, because this one just makes me laugh. The whole idea of it just makes me laugh so hard, because everyone's arguing about one thing, and I'm like disconnected from the stage before that, which which is like simping over an anime cartoon character. Like that is just mind blowing to me. But then arguing sexuality and who's allowed to simp over that character is just like so fucking dumb.
Yeah, no, I'll tell you right now, guys, like Volkin's already crazy about the whole ordeal with any type of infatuation with fictional characters. Like he doesn't get it. He can't understand it. Can't wrap his head around it. So imagine Volkin.
So
okay.
I was just going to say, so my perspective on it is I can look at an anime character and understand that anime character has been drawn to be sexually arousing, and like that's the idea. Like I can understand that that's an attractive anime character. It's kind of like if you see a kid anime character, you understand that that's a kid anime character. Correct. But I don't get like the attraction, falling in love with these characters, because they are just pictures. Yeah. If it was someone cosplaying as that character, then I get it, because it's a human being. But this is the thing for me with anime games, that I get completely detached and I sort of lose touch with the game reality, because I don't see that. So that's just my perspective. You keep going.
Well, and just to support Volkin's perspective on it, what's to give him more substance to what he's trying to tell you is that you're only like kind of like making it worse on yourself, because you're living a life that isn't real. And by you continuing to subscribe to that thought process, you're now going more into a delusion that's kind of unhealthy for your mental state. And then it kind of prevents you from ever actually doing things in real life that can improve your mental state of mind. So it's like, oh, I'm going to continue to go down this rabbit hole of these girls I never can have, and I'm never going to focus on getting a real girl and having real children and having a real happiness. You know what I mean? And that's not to dissuade you and say you can't do these things in moderation, but it is important to remember that because it's fictional, it can't be achieved. Until they create a real sword art online in real life, this shit cannot be achieved. But with that being said, let's dive into it. It's basically essentially like a drama that circulated around one massive creator in the Genshin Impact community and now HSR community named Tuano, who put out a post that literally said, he pretty much glazed the girl and said, I'm head over heels for it. Don't quote me on this, but he said, I'm head over heels for her. Like,
it was like, do I have a chance? Be honest, guys. Do I have a chance?
Yeah, you can lie to me if you have to or something. And it's clearly a post to farm engagement with this community and also create an environment of people who also are head over heels for the girl and have some good conversation. W for everyone. Well, not to the lesbians, not to, the people who live such a warped life.
And this is something else I want to say.
Yeah.
I sometimes also think that, like, you say the lesbians because it's like the people who've gone that and said that. I also think that the people who do these arguments
might not necessarily be a lesbian.
No, they're just looking for something to virtue single online and get some interaction.
And to be clear here too, I'm not attacking every single lesbian out there. Okay, as I said in TECTONE's video to defend him, it's just the dumb fucks. The particular group of people who think they have the moral high ground to get on the internet and call you evil for a headcanon that only belongs to them exclusively. A fictional character means they were completely made up, which means you have the autonomy to create whatever headcanon you want to create with that character, no matter who you are, so long that it's in a morally conscious state, meaning it's not a fucking child. But that said, he puts that out, and then TECTONE sees this. It pisses TECTONE off. And in order to defend Tuano, who's I would say maybe is an introvert. I don't know the guy. Maybe he's an introvert and he doesn't deal with drama. So Tech says he does an AOE.
Tech was just trying to take the heat.
Yeah.
He does an AOE. That's a great. I was about to say he's trying to take the heat for him and take all the hate.
He literally used the words. He said, so I cast AOE taunt on everybody. That shit sent me, bro. I was fucking crying laughing at that.
That's good.
And he does a bait post, 2 different bait posts. One, like, I guess in his words, flops, and the other one actually clicks. And the other one is him saying to all men out there, and he's intentionally leaving out the women so he can piss that particular group off. He said, is Robin not the most fuckable character in the game? Because he knows that's going to tilt them beyond belief. And they fall for it. And they just start sending him all kinds of hate, death threats, and all this shit. And he ends up farming it. But ultimately, this all boils down to the one focal point of you're not allowed to say you're attracted to Robin because she's lesbian. The source is me. I deemed it by myself that she's a lesbian, me and my group of friends. So if you try to say you're attracted to her when I said she's a lesbian, you're fucking evil and you're a weirdo.
Yep. So... Which is, like I said, the whole thing is just like a complete joke to me. Like the fact that is a conversation that people are getting emotional about is unbelievable. But the one thing I will say that is a very interesting tangent to this, that I want to hear your thoughts on.
Go ahead.
So a lot of the defense I've been saying is that it's a fictional character, so you can believe it to be whatever you want to believe it to be, and you can have your visions on that as you want, your own headcanon, whatever you want to call it.
You're about to play the devil's advocate argument, aren't you? I know you are. You're fucking good at it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So, and once again, this is not my opinion. This is just me playing devil's advocate. Remember when TECTONE had that whole thing about the lolly models and the people simping over all the lolly characters?
That's a good point.
So this is when now that defense
comes back full circle.
That group of people
can say the same
can
thing
now bring that defense in for them.
I think that's where it goes back to
I've
what
got
I
the
was
counter
saying.
to my own argument as well there, but I just want to hear what you say.
I say I think that goes to defend Tech in his absence. I think that's going to go back to a morally conscious headcanon. You're not going to like play I want to fuck this kid because in real life that is fucking wrong morally. In real life, saying that you're going to fuck a lesbian isn't wrong morally as long as they're of age. You know what I mean? In real life, saying that you're going to sleep with some gay person is wrong as long as there's 2 consenting adults that are of age to make the morally conscious decision or that decision, period. But the lolly stuff, if they were to use that argument and say, so why is it problem with me to have a crush on lollies? Well, it's because the lolly represents a fucking child in real life, and that is unethical in every way, shape, and form. Unless you're living back in the old age where they were able to sleep with fucking 13-year-old girls and impregnate them. So
my counter to that really loose devil's advocate argument is that there's nothing wrong in the real world on having an attraction to someone of different sexuality.
Yeah.
Like if I find a lesbian chick's attractive,
you can't help that.
Like there's nothing wrong with that. Like that's cool.
No.
if you start having sexual attraction to underage kids, that is a problem.
There's a serious problem.
That's a serious problem. So that's the counter to it, because I could just, when I'm watching this all, and like the defense is it's a fictional character. And like that's like the whole defense.
Yeah.
So like it doesn't have to. And then I was like, holy shit, this is gonna go full circle, and someone's gonna come up with that as a defense for the lolly stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no way. But yeah, it's completely different.
Even though I made that argument, you still do make a good devil's advocate argument, because it does fall in line with the general consensus of, as long as it's a fictional character, doesn't matter.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, like I said, you can be attracted to someone with different sexual. It's the, to me, it's the same thing as you can be attracted to, like, a guy can be attracted to a straight girl.
Yeah,
that's perfectly fine, but you can't take action on it unless they're consenting.
Correct. And here, to be fair, Volk, maybe you have this too, but I've had lesbians, like straight up lesbian. Like there's not a fucking like attraction to the opposite sex, a bone in their body. And they've straight up said, I would fuck you. You know what I mean? And that's just in and of itself.
I mean, I'm not quite on your level, so I've never had that. But like, I get it, man. I get it, big dog.
It's just that, no, and that's not the flex. I'm just saying, that's to prove a point. It is possible for a lesbian to be attracted to a man. Like, it is possible.
But my whole point is, it doesn't matter. Like, you can still be like, it's kind of like I can go to the gym, and this is a bit different, but I can see a dude, I can be like, dude, that guy is a good looking dude.
Same. Hey, Chris Hemsworth.
I don't have the sexual attraction to him or anything like that, but I can still appreciate
you can acknowledge it. Absolutely.
So like on the same level, like,
I said the same thing to you when I met you. I said, God damn, some big, beautiful eyes.
So the funny thing is like, it's just one, like this is one of those ones that just goes through layers of just stupidity for me. And it just like, it doesn't make sense. One, I don't understand simping over a cartoon character anyway. Like that's just weird to me. Next, it's like we're having arguments on the sexual orientation of said character and whether someone's allowed to find them attractive based on their sexual preferences. And I'm like, in the real world, I can see a lesbian chick and think, damn, she's attractive. There's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Do you know what I mean? I can see a straight chick and go,
you could make
she's attractive.
No, and you can make these idiots feel like morons by going a step further and saying, so what you're saying is we're not allowed to like her because of her sexual preference. Okay, so you're telling me that as a lesbian, if you see one beautiful ass woman who isn't gay, you're not allowed to be attracted to her either. And you know damn well that's not true, because you're a lesbian. You're going to be attracted to her by default. You can't control what you're attracted to, bro. So,
but once again, this brings me right back to my original point, where it wouldn't surprise me if the people going at this, that wasn't even their sexual orientation. They're just looking for shit to do.
I know. Same thing with the Temu shit.
I find it so hilarious that this even becomes a topic. But hey, I mean, you guys go farm that content.
I know, man. And that's what it's so for me, like, again, too, you know damn well, it's absolutely a content farm strategy. But again, it's also about controlling the narrative. And your prime example of what I tell you about controlling the narrative, Volk, even if you, for whatever reason, if you still don't understand that, TECTONE at one point in time in his Genshin community or Genshin career, there was nobody else around helping him with this narrative. And so he was looked at as a villain for doing this. Imagine that, a world in a community where they're like, yeah, you are fucking evil, because there was nobody else around to say, are you motherfuckers out of your mind? You have lost your minds. And that's why I'm saying it's important to have these dialogues.
And the one other thing I will say, though, is that on top of that, if you do bait posts, you've got to be willing to take the heat.
I completely agree.
I feel like Toronto's was just a standardized post that didn't deserve heat, though. Like that is just the shit I see with every character in these games, and it just farms engagement, and like that shit just doesn't make sense to me. I've never done a post like that. Like it really makes no sense to me. But yeah, like if you're doing what TECTONE does, like you got to be able to take heat, and luckily he can take that.
He can take it, laugh at it, and then
but just
flip it.
when you look at it, because I know a lot of people, like myself included, like I find that kind of shit hilarious because you can see what's happening, but I wouldn't post that stuff.
No, of course not,
because I don't want to deal with that shit.
Yeah, of course.
I don't want to deal with the hate. So you know, if you are doing the AOE taunt, you got to be able to take the attacks and put your shield up. You know what I mean? Like,
Beautiful reference to continue on the analogy, man. Yeah, no, we talked about this in Austin. Remember when he was like, Smack, you need to start doing some Reddit for him because it's good content. And I straight up said, be vulnerable with you. I don't want to look at fucking hate comments about me all goddamn day. I don't like that. That for me, I'm like, oh God, I get off the internet and then I'm stressed out about this shit because as I told you, for every bit of hate out there, there's a little bit of truth. So I'm not a fan of that shit. But if there is a narrative that I feel could potentially take effect and it's got the dumbest fucking pragmatic, it has no logic to it. I'm gonna step in and give my piece on it every time. Which
okay,
go ahead.
No, you can finish off.
I was just gonna say, I am right now. This is like leaking my own content. I am hard debating. I'm still marinating on it and setting it all into my head. But I am hard debating, shitting all over Hoyoverse for striking Mr. Pokey's channel down for doing 1 day early access stream. I don't know if you heard about this, Volk.
No, what happened?
I want to make a video about it because it's really it's pissing me off as if I've gotten struck.
Don't worry. As with my internet, just to download the video you send me to put this up, it's gonna be a day before I get this out. Your video will be up anyway. Don't stress.
Mr. Pokey first of all, we all live in different time zones, as you know. You know how fucking hard it is sometimes getting a guest on podcasts because we're all in different fucking time zones. He got his times in a twist and uploaded a live stream of the early access. They gave him privilege to do the early access for Robin.
Wait. He uploaded a live. He did a live stream or he uploaded a video.
You know what? I'll be honest with you. I don't know the actual specifics. I think he did a live stream with the early access, thinking that they gave the green light, and they did not. It was 24 hours too early, apparently. I think it is. No, actually, you know what? I know it was 24 hours too early. I just don't know the specifics of whether it was a live stream or upload or whatever. Anyways, they struck his fucking channel down. And now he's in that.
Wait, his whole channel's gone.
Not his whole channel. My bad. No.
He just got one strike.
Yeah,
one strike.
Regardless, Volk. 24 hours. No. I know you're just trying to get the specifics. 24 hours of early access. When in reality, you're giving these creators a whole ass week of early access from everyone else that's not in the program. You're going to stress about a 24-hour window and strike the channel when he's already done. Like, Pokey's one of the people who kind of slurp gorps Hoyo. You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't speak bad about them ever. And, like, you struck that man down. It's like, that is the ultimate fucking disrespect from where I come from.
The crazy thing in that is the fact that I was just doing some research into Firefly because, you know, I got to decide whether I'm going to pull for Boot Hill or whether I'm going to save everything and go balls deep on Fire. Because, you know, like, Sam, come on. Like, I think I'm just going to save everything, go for as many go for the light cone and go for as many Eidolons just because, like, that character's too cool.
You've been talking about the robot for like since the dawn of time, too.
Yeah. And let's face it, I can just face roll the entire game with brute forcing Acheron and then brute forcing Sam. That's my play. So I'm just gonna go balls deep on that, and I think I'm gonna skip Boot Hill, which kills me because I really like Boot Hill, but with my rates, man, I don't like my chances to go any deeper. But at least I want at least the Lycone and maybe an Eidolon, but we'll see how we go. But yeah, like I was looking that shit up. Which obviously I don't know anything about leaks, but there's channels there that have been doing leaks from like Jing Liu days. Yeah. And the channels are still up doing leaks on every character. Why? There's full kit leaks of every character. Yeah. And those ones, they're just leaving up and they're not striking those down. But there's someone who does genuine content to help promote your game outside of just like those channels are dedicated to just putting up leaks.
And you're going to go and
someone like Pokey.
It's the best way to put it. It's like shooting your own fucking foot. Like, what are you doing? Do
you know what's scary for Pokey though? Is like because I'm not doing the creator experience server. I'm a bit sketchy on NDAs and all that stuff because I don't want to risk because a lot of these NDAs, like I didn't actually even look at that one. Like a lot of NDAs lately that I've been looking at for games are like $500,000 penalty fees, and I'm just looking at that. I'm like, listen, to get an extra 100,000 views or something. I don't want to take that risk in case I just accidentally fuck up. Like, say I'm sharing screen with someone on Discord, they're recording my screen, they get it, and I don't know, maybe someone hacks my game. I don't want to risk that. But that's another scary thing is like now Mr. Pokey's probably in the corner going, holy fuck, are they going to charge me for this? This like however much money they put in the NDA and stuff like that.
For 24 hours, and I'm like, I would go out of my fucking way to bring them the most worst dog shit publicity I possibly could. I would go so hard on that. And so would TECTONE. Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. That's what you have us for. That's what you have me and TECTONE for. It's like,
See, that would be something I would step in on. When someone like if someone loses their channel and their financial stability for an honest mistake, like that,
I would
that
burn
is
them motherfuckers
that's not
to the
drama.
ground,
That's not drama. That's an actual issue.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, dude, I didn't even know about that. That's kind of nerve wracking.
I checked in with him, man, and he's obviously, bro. Let me first of all, I've been struck before. That shit doesn't feel good. But it really doesn't feel good when you think they're on my side and then they do that garbage. It's like, that's the ultimate, I don't give a fuck about you, pussy. You're making all this content for me and I can get rid of you like that. You know what I mean? Like, your value ain't worth a quarter. It's the biggest slap in the face, man. And, and it's just like, for somebody like Pokey, who, whether I don't like it. I don't like it. Me and TECTONE didn't like all the fucking glazing he was doing for Hoyo. Just like you got on me about the live stream shit. But that's times 10 with Pokey, because Pokey never says anything bad about him. It's like, to see somebody like that, like get struck, and that's a hard pill to swallow. Because it's like, wow, you motherfuckers, bro, I've had your back this whole time, and this is how you treat me for an actual mistake. Like, I didn't mean to do this shit. And now
to play devil's advocate, like, they've probably got different teams, and like I don't know if the person he's in contact with would have been the one to do it to him, because I feel like if it's a person you're in contact with, you have that bit of rapport, you can sort it out. But yeah, that's
a communication problem, though.
Yeah, like, I mean, drop his access for the next patch, like, do something like that. But yeah, that's
nah, man. Volk, at the end of the day, you motherfuckers are already giving early access to so many different creators. Shut the fuck up about 1 day early access, bitch. You ain't giving nobody else early access for 7 days. He uploaded a day early. Whoop the fucking do. You gave these other motherfuckers the last 3 characters early access 7 days where nobody else got it. So if bro uploads a day earlier, who cares, bro? Like, who cares?
Yeah, I mean, let's face it, the best way to grow a channel in Honkai Star Rail right now is to just cover leaks in an AI-generated voice with a randomized email and YouTube account, and there you go. Dude,
they're not going to punish you?
Dude, even I've thought about that. I mean, extra channel, I'd probably do better than any of my channels. Like,
because you're so quick.
You look at some of these guys just slapping out leaks non-stop, and it's like 100K, 200K views just for doing something that all you do is just read online what gets leaked.
No repercussions
and then put it out early.
No repercussions.
Yeah,
so that was an extra topic I threw in there. It's boiling my fucking blood, and I want to talk about it in a much more controlled manner, and just, like I said, I want to shit on Hoyoverse about it because they deserve to be shitted on.
Yeah.
By the way, I wanted to talk to you about the NDA ordeal too. What you need to start doing, Volk, when you sign NDAs is you need to tell them, like, put it in the contract that the NDA expires the day the beta shit is done with.
Yeah.
I don't fuck around with that. Anytime I do it, I'm like, okay, I'll do the NDA, but make sure that shit has an expiration date the minute we are done with this.
So the gray area with those NDAs as well is that often they have a clause that says once it's public knowledge, it's fair game.
Yeah.
And that shit's all technically public knowledge because it's all on YouTube, not being struck down.
Right. All right. Okay.
So, I mean, I really hope for Pokey's sake, like, he has no repercussions from it, because that genuinely sucks.
Dude.
But if he does, everyone's going to rally behind him. I don't think anyone won't rally behind him.
And that's where
like,
he needs to remember, though, that the real ones that got his back, even though he be on that bullshit sometimes. Don't forget, Pokey, we on your side, big guy.
Because for those that don't know, like, it's the scariest thing when that, especially once it's how you make your income, when something like that happens. I've never had a strike, but I said this to you, like, I told you this when I got home. So I was traveling and I was uploading a bunch on my AFK Journey channel. I got home and Google shut down the Google account that I used for it because it said it was like manipulating or something. It's probably because I was logging in from so many different locations over a brief period of time because I was traveling.
Fraudulent protection.
And like they basically said that the account's been shut down. And I was like, holy shit, like that, dude, it's like the worst thing. So luckily my phone was still logged into that account on the YouTube Studio app on my phone, where I could add people as managers for the account. So I added my other accounts as managers so I could still upload and do everything I was doing. Dude. But the email was gone.
This was for AFK Journey?
Yeah, that was the Journey channel.
Oh my god,
but,
that's the worst fucking channel.
Which is the channel
now.
that,
yeah, holy.
Yeah, which is the channel that's doing really well. So, luckily I ended up going through Google by binding a phone number to it and doing the phone verification. I got the email back, but like the sinking feeling when shit like that happens, like getting a strike on your channel or anything like that. It is the absolute worst feeling.
Yeah, it's your career, man.
Yeah,
it's your fucking whole life. Your life's work just about to go up in flames.
Yeah. Yeah, so fucking hopefully no repercussions for him. Hopefully he can keep going. Hopefully they let him still stay. Like, that sounds like a simple misunderstanding.
Yeah.
Like, Pokey's not the kind of guy to go, I'm going to chase an extra 50,000 views on this video by getting it up one day early.
That's the other thing about Pokey. Not only did he glaze Hoyoverse, he never said a peep about a leak. Never. And even though he does the same thing all these other fuckers do, they pretend like they don't know anything when they know everything. They just have to. They stay tight-lipped until you're able to talk about it. He
just only reference the stuff that's official.
And he was so good at that. So it's just what I'm saying. When you look at all of that, as somebody a part of the company that's able to dish out that fucking whiplash, I would look at it like a cop looks at your fucking record and say, "Man, this guy's clean." Yeah, let's give him a fucking hardcore warning about it, but. He doesn't deserve this. He doesn't. Like, point blank, period.
Yeah. So I'm curious to see what happens from that, but I don't think he should have any dramas. Like, one strike, you get 3. Like, I got 4 or 5 channels. Yeah. I've never had a strike in my entire life. Like, he should be pretty clean to go.
Got a strike,
but the problem with that is
for something he didn't even link.
I saw that, but his was from a different company.
Yeah.
I don't think his was actually from Hoyoverse. Okay. So that one's a bit of a gray area because the company that he linked wasn't.
Well, he should be able to get that removed. Then I don't think he knows about that. He can actually get that removed.
Yeah, so I don't think his was Hoyoverse to play devil's advocate.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I remember. You're absolutely right.
But yeah, I mean. The thing with Pokey now is you get into this headspace of, do I want to cover this stuff? Because if I actually accidentally say anything about a character that isn't released, are they going to say that as a leak and then come after me again? Yeah. Because now that they've gone after you, you're like, wait, do they just have it in for me?
Right.
And so now you get into that headspace.
Somebody there that's like, fuck him, he's called TECTONE.
Yeah, and so you can get into this real bad area of like, shit, am I going to do myself in here just by one accident and them not liking what I've done and then someone at the company holding a grudge on me for that?
Hey, that's why I always say fuck them. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to torch that shit. I don't even know how I was still in the last tournament after my cooking with the fucking early access last time. That shit threw me off guard, folks. I was like, wait, how am I still in this tournament? I was expecting them to be like, Smack. Or I was expecting Tim to give me a DM and be like, Smack, sorry, man. They don't want you in this tournament.
Yeah, dude, it's which leads us into another topic. Do you know when you might win a PvP cup? Out of curiosity.
You know what's funny is I really am just considering like hanging it all up because I'm competitive and the tournaments are just like tailored towards pay to win. Like they just are. And even the people in the cups are convinced that it's fair. And I'm just like, y'all are smoking some fucking good shit, bro. This shit is not fair.
Dude, just for example, to like on that topic of competitiveness. Yeah. So my main account, like, like honesty time, pure fiction, I really don't enjoy.
Yeah.
I still haven't built Herder just out of the fact that I just hate pure fiction and I just don't care if I miss out on 1 star and I don't get all of it. But I still love Memory of Chaos. Yeah. So Memory of Chaos, my Akron on that account I got the light cone for her, and I have Silver Wolf on that account.
Oh, nice, man.
The difference between that Acheron versus my alt account, which my alt account's pretty stacked. It's got Jingliu, it's got Argenti, it's got Hoyo. It's got like all the like Run May, it's got Sparkle,
holy shit,
got Bronya. My main account still doesn't have Bronya, but like the difference between having those extra luxuries and not having them is ridiculous.
Yeah.
My alt account, also my alt account started in Jingliu days, so its relics aren't as great. But my alt account, I'm struggling to like clear some of the like MOC 10, 11 stages. Yeah. My main account where I've got the Silver Wolf and I've got Akron with her light cone, I just put that shit on auto and 3 cycle it on MOC 12.
I believe it,
like the difference in power of having those extra luxuries is ridiculous.
And this is literally, I love EO. That's especially he's one of the few brothers in the community. Bro really looked the camera in the eyes and tried to tell him math, but the nigga who knows math, I know the formulas. I can literally look at it and say, yeah, this is how much more damage you're going to do. Like exactly. Same thing like as a Grimro, right? Bro looked the camera in the eyes and said an E1 Black Swan doesn't make that big of a difference on a Black Swan Acheron comp. And I'm just sitting here looking at him like, bro, are you fucking serious? You tell me you don't know the formulas without telling me you don't know the formulas, bro. Because that is a 25% raw increase after the defense multiplier. It's fucking insane. And it's not just to Acheron, it's to Black Swan as well. But that's what I was trying to tell you. Like, I'm sitting here, I'm really just trying to be objective and say, like, these are the pay to win variables. You know what I mean? There needs to be some kind of punishment here. And these people are like, oh, no, it's fair. No, what are you talking about? And so I'm just like, well, at this point, I'm just not going to compete. Like, because no matter, I'm damned if I do it, I'm damned if I don't at this particular point. So, and I'm competitive, you know what I mean? So I'm like, fuck it, I'm out, bro.
Dude, yeah. It's one of those ones. I'll have a chat to Tim, see if we can, because we did do one round where we introduced the penalties and stuff like that. But I mean, the simple solution is just spend more.
Absolutely. Pay to win. That's what I'm saying. But when it comes out of my mouth that there's pay to win, it's, oh, he's just mad because he lost. I'm like, bitch. Okay, bro. Hey, Volk, tell him who got paid the most, bro. Like, I don't give a fuck about me losing, bro. I mean, I'm competitive, but I'm just trying to tell the truth here, dog.
Anyways. That's good. Well, we'll see when the next one comes. Maybe you'll swipe a little harder and win this time.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm not doing that. I love the idea that I compete in the tournaments with like the most. I always have the least amount of investment on the team, so it's really cool. Like being able to hold that.
Because what's the next one? The next one will be Sam, won't it? Or Firefly?
No, it's this one. It's Robin.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, shit. Yeah. I forgot. Dude, I am so focused on Firefly right now. I just completely forgot about this whole patch.
Yeah. I bowed out with the Robin, though, showcase. I told my partner they can have it because I don't give a fuck about, like I'm not crazy about Robin. I was telling them that I was like, if it's Boot Hill, we flipping the dice on that because that's my boy. But you can have the Robin showcase. I don't care. I'll take the other half.
Yeah. Robin's a hard pass for me. I get that she's going to be like run May levels, but
who cares? You know, like you said, we're stacked.
Man, Firefly's coming. Yeah, you've got that many acceptable supports now.
Yeah, we're stacked.
And it's kind of funny. It's like I feel like sustain and support. As long as you got 2 exclusive sustain units,
you're good, man.
You're pretty much good.
Mm-hmm.
And the amount of free supports we get that are viable, you're pretty much cooking with supports anyway.
Yeah.
Like as long as you've picked up either Run May, Sparkle, or you get Robin, I feel like if you got one of those 3, your account's pretty much fine to go ahead and use whatever.
At that point, it's just like getting your relics set up, you know, getting some good RNG on them.
Yeah. And so with the new supports, they keep making them a little bit better, like, you know, a bit different comps they work with, which is good. But I think with DPS, I think we're just going to get like more severe power creeps is what I can see happening.
When you look at the dynamic from a bird's eye view, it's inevitable, like Thanos, bro. Like, of course, they're constantly dropping these newer enemies in. How do you think they're going to continue making money if they stop doing this? They have to sell you a solution and present a problem, or present a problem and sell you the solution, whichever way you spin it.
Yeah, and that's where I think like that I'm enjoying the way they're introducing the sustain and supports, because they're not just straight power creeping the other ones, but they're for different scenarios. They're used in different teams, and then they're best in slot for this team, whereas this one might be best in slot for that team.
And can you imagine how crazy the balancing on it is? Like as the people doing it, like you have to make a character, and then you have to say, "Oh fuck, we can't put that on their kit because if we do, that's going to make that comp insanely fucking broken."
It was kind of like the first 2 times they completely broke it. Like I said, I think Imbibitor was the first time they completely broke it, especially with E2 Imbibitor. Yeah. But then it was like Jing Liu, and we're like, "Oh shit, what's going to go?" Like this is getting crazy.
I think the biggest thing that I've seen that they keep fucking up on too is also like starter characters that come out on the game's launch. You don't know how well that character's gonna age until you start cooking up more characters, and then you're like, holy fuck, what was I thinking putting that on that 4-star? Like Bella's defensive shred is insane, bro.
Yeah, but and it's interesting because like early days, like you're more caring about survival because you're under leveled. You're trying to get through shit. You don't have time, and you don't have the relics to go. Okay, I'm gonna just death shred and noob shit. Yeah, but then it just snowballs so hard. But yeah, it's dude, I'm just hoping Firefly is OP as shit, and I can just defeat the whole game with her. Because if I can just set up my account with Akron, my free to play account with Akron and her skill page, skill page. I played too much Black Clover and her light cone, and then if I get Firefly and that light cone, maybe an Eidolon. Literally, I'm just saving everything and dumping everything into Firefly. I don't give a shit.
I just hope she synergizes in some way or capacity with Blade. If she does, that's gonna be so cool because they both drain each other's HP. That would be so fucking cool. I don't know how she's gonna work, but it'd be nice if that was the case.
Yeah,
well, one or the other. One or the other.
Jingliu,
because Jingliu's skill point friendly. And if she takes HP from him, maybe that triggers a passive of that when he loses HP, or she.
And my problem with Jingliu is it's like just Bronya. Like that's the only thought I have with Jingliu is just slap Jingliu, go Jingliu, Bronya, Jingliu. Away you go. Happy days.
I love the Blade Jingliu comp. It's so fun. Like watching Blade follow up because she took the Blade. I mean, she triggered the last little tick on his.
I'm not gonna lie. I may have done 40 pulls on the Jingliu banner on my main account trying to get her because I've only got her on my alt account. Just literally for the Blade reason because I got Blade and I wanted to play around with it. I
swear, bro. And you can auto it too. You just put them motherfuckers on the team and they just pop off. Now it's not gonna do anything meta crazy. Well, it probably will now with Robin, but for the most part, it's fucking fine, bro. Watching Blade follow up because she took his HP.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of auto teams as well. And that's like, dude, you know what the funny thing is with my Acheron? When I'm running Fushwen, Acheron, Pella, and Silverwolf.
Right, Pella, Silverwolf. Okay.
My Pella actually uses basic attacks in that combo. I don't know why. Yeah. Normally when I auto with Pella, she's just skilling every time. In that team, she's using basics, and it's making it so good for me. Because I'm actually generating skill points and I can maintain my skill point consumption.
That's an untapped market, bro. Auto battle meta. That's an untapped market.
That's always been my favorite. Lorcha and Blade, dude. No better combo. It's just super satisfying to be able to auto through everything, dude. And everyone's like, don't use Clara with Blade because she takes the hits, dude. Blade, Lorcha, Clara, dude, like that's safe. That is safe. It's a bit tough now that like MOC 12 they've gotten that chunky that it's hard to get the cycles like autoing that team with in 7 cycles is kind of tough for me with like my gear levels, but like it's just such a safe team because and the thing with Clara is you just put Clara on the edge, you put Blade next to her, anything that's cleave, Blade instantly gets hit on that. So it's like it's super satisfying. I love that team. It's just
they'll only understand it when they try it. You just gotta try it. That's it, point blank period. I have an E3 Clara too, so I need to try that shit.
Dude, I love Clara. Svarog is just too cool. Like I said, Svarog and Sam, dude, I love this game.
That'd be cool if they have some synergies.
Yeah, I don't even care if they don't. I just gonna run the mech team. But the one mech I don't care about is Skrullum. Like, dude,
why?
That guy's just not cool enough.
What?
It's just I like the big savage mechs.
Yeah. Oh, I feel you. See, me,
Skrullum's like a...
There was a conversation, and I know you give fuck all about the story. There was a conversation between him and Dr. Ratio that was like supreme elegance, bro. Supreme intelligence, too. And I was just like, Skrullum's so fucking cool, man. Like, he's cool like Dr. Ratio in the sense of his intellect. So I like that aspect of him, but I respect it.
Yeah. No. I think I'm just going to go all in on Firefly and see how I go. Hopefully I get like... at least a copy, and like what have I got? I got a whole patch to save. Surely I can do it. Surely I can get her and the light cone and an Eidolon.
2 whole ass patches, bro. You're good. Or not whole ass patches, but 2 characters.
I've double pitied everything since Fushwen.
Yeah, and technically it's 2.5 patches for you. Or I'm sorry, 1.5, because then you have the whole time to get whatever you need to get for
to generate it. Yeah. We'll see how we go. But
that's about it, huh?
What are we at?
No, there's an hour and a half.
Yeah, we're at an hour and a half. That was a good time.
Guys, we gave y'all a hell of an episode. We talked about all kind of stuff. If some of y'all, I know some of y'all, the Volkin frogs, y'all aren't fans of addressing drama. So I think it's important to address these things because I think it gives a good nuanced discussions, considering as Volkin actually is quite more rational than I am often at times. And he challenges me on some of my point of views. But man, at the end of the day, we're not trying to be anybody's enemies. I'm not trying to create or ruin your day. We're just trying to address certain topics of the community that I feel is going to spark a conversation amongst the community in a healthy way overall. But yeah.
Yeah, sick. Well, we'll definitely get back into weeklies.
Yeah.
At least we'll attempt to this time. We'll try and get Brax back set up for the next one. And once again, if there's anyone you guys want to see on, let us know. We'll do our best to connect with everyone. But that's going to be it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anything else?
No, I'm good, man. Banger. Well, good to be back, Volk.
All right. See you guys.
Yeah.